From the heights of being the world's best football player to a prisoner in Paraguay with only $6 in his bank account, Ronaldinho's story is both inspiring and tragic. The former Brazilian football legend, along with his brother, found themselves detained in Paraguay under shocking circumstances. But how did Ronaldinho's journey take such a drastic turn? It all began in his childhood in the perilous streets of Porto Alegre, one of Brazil's most dangerous cities. Growing up in a small wooden shack, Ronaldinho's family faced relentless poverty. His parents earned very little, and crime was a constant threat. Yet, amidst these challenges, one thing united the family: their love for soccer. However, the family's financial struggles meant they couldn't afford proper soccer shoes for young Ronaldinho. His father, determined to keep his son's dreams alive, told him a small but impactful lie. If you want to become a professional, you must first learn to play barefoot to improve your ball control. Remarkably, this unconventional advice seemed to work. Ronaldinho's older brother, Roberto, became a rising soccer star in their local league, proving that talent and determination could overcome even the harshest obstacles. At the age of 16, Roberto was already showing immense promise as a footballer. Ronaldinho, 10 years younger, was equally determined to make their father proud. The brothers shared the same dream of becoming professional players and worked tirelessly to achieve it. They spent every free moment training together on the streets, fueled by their father's unwavering belief in their potential. Their father, recognizing their talent, dedicated his spare time after work to coaching them, nurturing their skills. Then, a pivotal moment arrived. Roberto was signed by Grêmio, the city's professional soccer team. This deal was transformative for the family. It wasn't just about a signing bonus. The club provided them with a new house in a safe neighborhood, complete with a swimming pool. Roberto had succeeded in lifting his family out of poverty, but tragedy struck just a few months later, altering Ronaldinho's life forever. On Roberto's 18th birthday, as Ronaldinho eagerly returned home to celebrate, he found his family in tears instead of joy. Their father, the man who had been their rock and inspiration, had suffered a fatal heart attack and drowned in the pool. This devastating loss forced Roberto to step into the role of the family's provider. Despite being only 8 years old, Ronaldinho redoubled his efforts on the field, determined to contribute to his family's future. Roberto, despite the heavy burden of responsibility, initially thrived. He helped Grêmio secure titles and even attracted the attention of the national team. However, fate dealt another blow. Roberto suffered a severe knee injury, sidelining him for 8 months. With Roberto's career uncertain, the spotlight began to shift toward Ronaldinho, who was preparing to carry their shared dream forward. During his teenage years, Ronaldinho worked relentlessly to hone his soccer skills, and his dedication paid off spectacularly. His talent became the talk of the town when his team crushed an opponent 23-0, with Ronaldinho scoring all 23 goals. By 1998, his hard work bore fruit as he signed his first professional contract with Grêmio, fulfilling a lifelong dream. Roberto, now his manager, was by his side, making it a family achievement. Though Ronaldinho's career was taking off, the shadow of his father's absence loomed over his success. No matter how many goals he scored or titles he won, his father would never be in the stands cheering him on. Despite this, Ronaldinho continued to excel. After 3 successful years with Grêmio and winning the Confederations Cup with Brazil, Europe's top clubs took notice. In 2001, he made his move to Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, for $5 million. A significant transfer before the club's Qatari ownership era. Ronaldinho had to earn his place, often starting matches on the bench. However, his undeniable talent quickly secured him a spot in the starting lineup, and he soon became PSG's standout player. But with success came distractions. Ronaldinho embraced the Paris nightlife, partying almost every night and often showing up for training only on Fridays before weekend matches. Despite his erratic behavior, his on-field performances remained extraordinary. By 2003, PSG decided it was time to sell their star player. Ronaldinho was in high demand, and he chose FC Barcelona, a club struggling to reclaim its glory against rivals Real Madrid. His arrival transformed Barcelona. With jaw-dropping dribbling skills, unparalleled creativity, and an infectious smile, he became the heart of the team. Ronaldinho's brilliance won him the FIFA World Player of the Year award twice and restored Barcelona's dominance in world football. Ronaldinho's illustrious career reached its peak when he won the Ballon d'Or and the Champions League with Barcelona. He even starred in a Nike commercial, which became the first video on YouTube to surpass 1 million views. Despite these accolades, no achievement could fill the void left by his father's absence. After 3 triumphant years at Barcelona, cracks began to show. Ronaldinho's focus wavered as his nightlife habits resurfaced. The situation worsened when he reportedly arrived at training intoxicated. Around the same time, a young Lionel Messi was emerging as a promising star at Barcelona. Ronaldinho, despite his struggles, took Messi under his wing, mentoring him and helping him adapt to the pressures of the professional stage. However, the club grew concerned that Ronaldinho's lifestyle might negatively influence Messi. By 2008, it was evident that a change was needed. Ronaldinho transferred to AC Milan, where the club offered him a chance to revive his career. He started strong, but soon fell back into old habits, becoming a regular in Italy's nightlife scene. After a few years, Milan decided to let him go. Ronaldinho then moved between several clubs, including the Brazilian team Fluminense, where it was rumored that his contract included provisions allowing him to continue his nightlife activities. In 2015, Ronaldinho officially retired from professional soccer. However, stepping away from the sport did little to change his lifestyle. Despite no longer earning as he did in his prime, he continued his excessive partying and drinking. Beneath it all, Ronaldinho seemed deeply unhappy, struggling to find purpose beyond the game he once dominated. Ronaldinho's situation spiraled further as he failed to seek the help he desperately needed. He refused to pay his debts, became entangled in questionable cryptocurrency schemes, and clashed with Brazilian authorities. One glaring example was his illegal construction of a bridge on his property, which led to legal action against him. In court, it was revealed that the once millionaire had amassed over $1 million in debt and had only 6 left in his bank account. As a result, the authorities confiscated his passport, suspecting that he might have hidden assets elsewhere. Just when it seemed like things couldn't get worse, Ronaldinho and his brother Roberto made one of the gravest mistakes of their lives. In March 2020, Ronaldinho was arrested in Paraguay for attempting to enter the country using a fake passport. The passports, which claimed Paraguayan citizenship, were easily identified as forgeries, as Ronaldinho's fame made it clear he should have a Brazilian passport. Both brothers were taken into custody, facing the possibility of a 5-year prison sentence. Ronaldinho insisted he was unaware the passports were fake, claiming the blame lay with those who had invited him to Paraguay. Despite his defense, he remained in custody and was sent to a Paraguayan prison. There he appeared to rediscover his love for soccer, playing with fellow inmates. However, the reality of his situation was harsh. He celebrated his 40th birthday alone behind bars. After 32 days in prison, Ronaldinho was released but placed under house arrest, marking another chapter in his troubled journey. Ronaldinho and Roberto were eventually granted their freedom, but not before paying a hefty bail of $1.6 million. Where the money came from remains a mystery. Perhaps he wasn't entirely broke after all. After 5 months under house arrest, the brothers returned to Brazil. This turbulent chapter in Ronaldinho's life seemed to serve as a wake-up call. Determined to rebuild, Ronaldinho started taking steps to regain control of his life. He became an ambassador for a soccer team stadium, launched a music studio, and introduced his own brand of gin. He also focused on endorsement deals, leveraging his fame once more. Just months after his release, a photo surfaced on Instagram in March 2022, showing him next to a Rolls-Royce, evidence that his financial situation had improved significantly. Ronaldinho also began working on a film about his life. In the trailer, he shared a heartfelt message: "A difficult period of my life is about to end. Fortunately, I can never thank enough those who supported me." His upcoming movie, titled Ronaldinho, the Happiest Man in the World, seems to reflect his desire for a brighter future. Let's hope that he has indeed found a way to reclaim his happiness and move forward.